Hi everyone, this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. So today I want to do some decoupaging with you, and then after that dries, I will collect some plants and leaves and flowers and stuff from outside, so we'll do some fun eco dyeing, and I also want to play with some stenciling with you guys too. So I have all these fun little stencils and stuff, and this is a 100-piece set of like botanical and bumblebees and bumblebees and butterflies and stuff like that. They're like 2 by 2 inch, and it comes in a set. So I will put that link into the side right here for you guys up at the top right, and you can come check them out. So I'll have that link up there. And if I don't have it up here, it'll be down below. I have them all listed down below in the Amazon links. And yeah, so then these are a set of 10, and they're the really cool texture, really neat texture stencils. I don't know why I can't think of the word. So these stencils are cool too, and I'll have these either up in the top right here or down. They definitely would be down below for sure. But I tried to put some, I can only put like 4 links up here. So if you guys hit that little icon up here, and then it'll put a drop down menu, and you can come check them out and hit it, and it'll take you, just click it and it'll take you straight to the Amazon link and stuff. So these are fun. And then these are really cool too. This is another set of 10 of the bigger ones. And yeah, they just got some really cool stuff to them. And then the botanicals. So yeah, come check them out. And then some dragonflies, butterflies. So there's definitely different fun ones here. And I have those all linked for you, so I should remember to put those up there. And then brayers. I also have a link for those. I can either put them up there or down below for sure. And yeah, we're gonna need some of those. And I just do a cardboard. I don't have a jelly plate or anything, so I just do a cardboard with a paper bag or a plastic bag, just a Ziploc that I tape down to fit to the size. So we'll do that, and then just some acrylic paints, whatever paints you guys have. We'll throw some of those in there. Just anything, Liquitex, or you could do the apple barrel, things like that. Just whatever you have. Okay, and let me move these out of the way. We have craft paper. So I got 500 sheets of this deli. It's deli paper, not craft. It's actually deli paper, and I got the brown. And yeah, and I'll have this in a link down below. I got 500 sheets of these, and they're really fun to play with. And I did some cool painty papers with you guys the other day on it. And I will try to get that link so you guys can see it. Probably at the end. I'll do the end screen, and you guys can come check it out. I got a couple of videos on doing the fun painty paper on the deli paper, and it's really cool. Okay, so I got a bunch of those. I'll try to post a link on that. It will be down below. And there's 500 of them, so that's kind of a good deal. So what else do we need? Paintbrush, just an old paintbrush, some water, a mixture of 50/50 Elmer's glue with water, just to do some decoupaging here. And napkins is what I'm using. I'm using these really cool black napkins. And I got them at a restaurant the other day, so I wanted to use them here. So that's what I want to do with you guys right now, is get these started and then drying. And then I'll let them sit probably just overnight to dry, and then we'll start the next process. And I'll get the leaves and all that tomorrow, because you want them fresh. If we're going to do some pressed stuff, you want to make sure you have fresh flowers and leaves. You don't want them all sitting out overnight because they get crunchy. We don't want crunchy. But I hope you guys are having a crafty day today and getting out your fun craft supplies here that we can see what we can do. You know what? I think it would be fun to keep a border. Or should we cover it all? No. I don't know. I just don't know. Let's just start with, let's do a couple here. Okay. So I just got my mixture. And I'm just going to start painting it down. And I just eyeball it, the mixture. Sometimes if it's too runny, I'll add a little bit more glue. Like it seems a little runny to me. So I don't have like exact science that I do here, but it's roughly 50-50. And then I just take it, usually with a chopstick or something. You just take a chopstick here and get a good stir on it. Okay. There we go. That's a little thicker. All right, let's just throw this down. I don't know, I think the black is kind of cool. Just something different, you know. We always have the pretty pretty papers and or pretty napkins with the butterflies and all this, but I think it'll be fun to play with some gold paint. I'll have to find that. I had it here somewhere. I've showed you guys before in videos, but I will definitely find it. And I'm sure I have it somewhere I can find it. But it's a really cool gold paint, and it's just acrylic, and I think that'd be fun to do some stenciling with, or, you know, maybe we'll get out our linen. Here, I got this too. And the antique linen, that's a really fun one too to do on black and stuff like that. And yeah, and I do have distressed oxides too down in my links that you guys can check out. It's like a set of 4. Pretty sure it's the walnut distressed oxide, the linen, and black soot, and vintage photo. So I think it's like a set of 4. So it's kind of, ooh, and be careful. I know we're talking away, but be careful. If it does rip, you can just take it and just try to piece it back together, or I have a little extra right here on the side. And then you could just pop a little piece on top. Do a little patchwork here. It usually works pretty good. Or I shouldn't yak so much. I'm just going to town here, ripping it all up. So be gentle. I'm usually not too gentle about things. So there we go. Can't even tell. So you just do a little patch. And voila. So I'm going to continue doing this, and I think the next one I might just cover the whole thing. But this, for now, I think it'd be kind of fun just to do the middle here with the little deli paper border around it. Would be fun. So there we go. Okay. So I'll do the rest in the time lapse, and we'll see where we're at. Okay, so I got a couple of them done here, which I think will be plenty, and I will take them out onto my fence outside, and I will bring you guys out there to show them where I'm going to dry them at, and we'll go from there. And I'll show you guys really quick. This is the gold paint I was talking about. It was right in front of my face. So there it is, and it's pretty cool. I just got it at Walmart. It's just the essentials, and it's an acrylic, and it's gold, and it's really cool. So I wanted to show you that real quick. Okay, so I went ahead and brought them outside. It's a beautiful day here in Oregon, so I'm gonna let them just sit here and dry overnight, and we will continue tomorrow. All right, so I let these dry overnight and got them all dried here, and I think they turned out pretty cool. And I couldn't resist. I went ahead and did some sewing around the edge. I thought that'd be cute. And I went out today and I let it, overnight. I said that right, yeah. Let them dry overnight. So then today I went out and got some fresh pickings here of some leaves. So let's see. What do we got here? This is from a lilac bush. We'll see how these, I'm not sure if I have to use them individually to press or We'll play around and see. But some dahlia. I gotta think about what I cut here. Some dahlia leaves. Okay. I'm just gonna put them to the side here. And some blackberry bushes. Yep, this is blackberry bush. So you gotta be careful of the little thorns in it. Okay. And rose bush. Yeah, this one turned out, this one's one of my big ones here. So these are rose bushes. Right here. So rosebush always makes a nice print. You just got to be careful of the thorns in it. And let's put it to the side. Another little rose bush. And some more, what one was this? No, I forgot. I know I had it all down in my head as I cut them. But now that I'm not looking at the plant, oh yeah, that's what it was. It was blueberry. That's why I just planted this and I'm not used to seeing the blueberry leaves, but this is blueberry leaves. So I thought that would be really cute and try to do that one. Okay, so I'll probably forget all the names, but I had them down. So now let's go ahead. Let's practice on this one. Let's just try that one. Okay, so what I want to do is I got my brayers here. I got a 4-inch and a 2-inch. And I just did a, cardboard with the paper bag. I don't remember what I said yesterday when I started it all, so I'll make sure. And I did tell you guys everything I'm using will be down in the links or up in the right corner. So I told you guys all that. And except for the paints, like these paints I've had forever. This one I got at Walmart, so I didn't get these on Amazon. This one I did though, the gesso. If we use some of that, that should be in it too, in the links. But I just figured some light colors you could play with, like even some yellows and maybe some light greens would be fun. So anything light to print with and to press, and we'll see how it turns out. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with, let's do this one. And all I want to do is, let's do some gold. And one brayer I want to keep clean to be able to press with. I'll be right back. I want to get some paper towels. All right, some few more items here. I just have a spray bottle, wet cloth, which helps a lot to have around, and some paper towels, because we'll do some paper towel pressing. And I've showed you guys in a video of my eco printing, which the playlist I'll put up in the corner here. It'll be a playlist of all my eco prints, but so you got to look through and find the paper towel one. It's pretty cool. Okay, so let's just gob it up here. Get it good and gooey. I know those are my technical words here for this. Okay, let's just layer down and put some color down. Ooh, don't you love this gold? I mean, come on. It's pretty cool. If you don't like gold, you ain't living. Okay. I'd love some real gold. But this will have to do. This will have to do for now. Okay. So there we go. Move some stuff out of the way. And I'm going to go ahead and do just the whole lay down print here. There's no rhyme or reason. You can do it however you want. I'll take my clean brayer and bray it down. And I suggest using a brayer when you're doing like rose bushes and blackberry bushes and stuff, just because of the thorns. I mean, I don't really want to press down on it. It might hurt. Okay. So let's see. Oh my goodness. It's turning out as cool as I thought it would. I know I'm experimenting with you guys, but come on. Is that not cool? That is pretty darn neato. Okay. So, and this is why I do the napkins too, because you can always decoupage with these napkins. They're really cool. And look at that. How fun is that? Okay. So no waste here. And then we're even going to do this. Let's try it. Let's go ahead. Let's get nuts here. This is why we're here, right? Just to get nuts. I love experimenting with you guys. So, I mean, you know, what's the worst that could happen? I could just do this all over again, but, you know, that's why we got extras to play with. But we got to see what works the best. Well, kind of gives it a cool gold in the back. I should have not done it over that one, but, you know, that's okay. Even when this dries, you let it dry, and then you could do like a cool like blueprint over the top, or maybe a white. So that's something to keep in mind too. You can always, we can layer this up with different colors. So I'm calling it a win still. Calling it a win. Okay, so let's try a different color. So this will be our experimenting little one we're doing here. Let's go smaller. Okay, and let's try some blue. I'll make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'll swap back and forth. A little blue. Oh, that's a lot of blue. And I don't mind mixing. I'm not much of a cleaner upper in between here. Let's just do this. Seems like overkill with the paint, but that's okay. That's alright. Let's see. Just want to make sure I get enough on the one side here. There we go. I don't think this is dry enough, but we'll wait. We'll let that dry. Okay. And then I just make sure I don't put it over the top of that one. Put it like that. Get my clean brayer. Oh yeah, that's gonna make a nice print on the napkin. Okay. Yeah, I think I had too much paint, but I mean, you guys can see how cool this is turning out. That's pretty fun. I'm loving them on here too. Okay, so now let's do another. We have more paint on here. Let's use that. Maybe we'll do Dahlia here. And I like it when they overlap like that too. That's kind of cool. All right, so I went ahead and rolled that out. I kind of want to put it, it might be, let's try it. Let's do on half and half. Half and half here. Okay. Set it there. So I think this is cool. So you don't necessarily need like a black napkin or anything like that. Maybe try just a darker napkins that you can find. Maybe a dark blue or even a red or something. And or tissue paper would work. If you can find some darker tissue papers, you could do this kind of cool stuff here. Oh, see, now I like that. That's kind of fun. That is kind of fun. So there we go. All right, now we're getting somewhere. So we can definitely overlap and do. So this is just a fun, making a collage, kind of a master board, if you will, of just kind of a paint thing. And then you could cut these up and make cool belly bands with them, you know, corner pockets, all those things that you could do. Or you can even make a journal cover with it. And I like the fact that it's on the back of the deli paper which makes it all crinkly and cool. So I think it would be a fun little journal cover to do, or nice fancy paper to put into your journals, you know, as an interest page. I love it because I really like the crinkle of the deli paper and stuff. So super duper. Let's try it here. Okay, what color do we want to stick with blue and try to, I don't want to waste any paint here. I don't want to waste any. Why? I'm definitely not gentle when I do things. Okay. So let's just do that. I like it kind of on and off. That looks kind of cool. That's looking neat. So I would say after some, you know, after it dries and stuff, that turned out cool. After it dries underneath, you can layer up and do some, you know, pretty cool layers going. So use up some of this paint here. Let's do the back part of it. I haven't done that. Oh my goodness. Okay, go slow. Well, once you get paint on one side, it gets sticky. So let's see. What side? Yeah, let's do this side. Here. And then we'll try another color. But you can see this is addicting. Oh my gosh. I just sit here and do this all day. I wouldn't get anything done. Oh yeah, that's cool. Because you never know what's going to turn out. So, blue, winner. Winner, winner. Okay. Let's do some green. Let's try some green. Let's do it down here. I'll try not to use as much. Jeez. See, I like how they overlap. That's kind of cool. We're just messing around today. Seeing what happens. Oh no, I broke it. Okay. Let's see. Let's do it down here. So good it shows up. I'll put my leaf right here. Pretend like it's attached. Okay. And these brayers, I love them. They work so good. They really get a good press. So I'm liking the green. So it's just, you know, use the lighter colors and stuff. And let's see. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like a neon green. Looks like it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and keep collaging on here, and I'll do it in a time lapse, and we'll see what we come up with. So I am loving it. Wow. What do you guys think? I mean, is that just super cool? It's so much fun. Then I got the back here. And that is so cool. I'm definitely wanting to get some more black napkins. I mean, this is just, wow. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'd love to hear in the comments what you guys think. Okay, so this one I'm going to call done because I think this is great. I think it turned out super cool. Okay, so put that over to dry. And let's play with this one. So what I want to do on this one is let's do some stenciling on it. So I think that would be really cool. I just don't want my brayer to get all crunchy here, because we'll use this in a minute, but just to make sure. Okay, so now what I want to do on this is let's try some fun stenciling. So I want to try it with some Distress Oxide, and the antique linen I think will show up great on here. Okay, and some, let's just stick with, you know, we can do some gold paint on it. And I think I have my, let me find my stencil brush. I think it's right here. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, it's right here. Okay, so a stencil brush is really nice to use when you do the stenciling with the acrylic paints. It just has a flat top on it. It's just rounded, and then it's got a flat, so you can just blot it on there. It just makes it easier. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so I have some stencils here. Let's start with the, like, a little background and stuff. And these are just some fun texture ones. I think I showed you guys at the beginning, but yeah. So this is my 10-piece set of, I think they're 6x6s. Okay. And antique linen here. And there is a set of 4. I told you guys about this, I think. But there is a set of 4 of these, if you guys want to check those out. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of just do some interest background here. I don't want to go too crazy with it. I don't want to cover up the whole background, but just to give it a little bit of something. Okay, just a little bit. Okay. And I think also if we take a napkin and do a little wipe down to kind of clean your stencil, it gets onto the paper too, onto the background. So it's like a win-win there. Okay. That didn't work too well, but sometimes it does. I think you have to wet when it's wet and you're cleaning off your stencils, it'll come off. Okay, that was it. I just wanted to do something on the background of it. Okay. And now, let's see. So it's fun to use the oxides. That turned out really cool. And now, let's look through. We got the big ones here. And I think a scenery would be kind of cool. That's fun. I mean, you got so many choices here. The birds are cool. And then you could do maybe some butterflies up top. But then we also have the little stencils for that too. The little 2x2 inch ones. I'll show you guys those. Will be fun to play with too. Okay, so we just want a background here. Let's do this one, and then we'll do the little one for, like, the butterflies and stuff up top. Okay, so I figured this would be a fun stencil one that we can do. And what colors? You could do this all different colors if you want. Maybe throw in, I mean, you could do a mixture. Do some gold, maybe some just greens. Gold and green would be kind of cool, huh? Just keep it simple. So let's see. So I'm just getting a little bit of paint here. I don't know, can you guys see over here? Oh, you can see the gold, okay. So I'm just dabbing it like that. I'm getting some paint on my brush and lining this up where I want it. I think it would be kind of cool to go off too. Like maybe off the paper. Let's see how that turns out. And you need to load your brush up with some good amount, but not a massive amount. If you have too much, it just kind of goops everywhere. So I like to blot it and then just kind of blot it off to the side a little. So I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to do that all the way down the stencil. So for some reason, this is reminding me of that one toy, geez, back in the, let's say 80s when I was a kid. I don't know if you guys remember the name of it, but remember it was those little plastic peg things that you could stick into the light box and it would glow? What was that called? I'm sure it was like a glow box or something like that. But, and you would, you know, it was those see-through little pegs that were plastic and you could put them in, and different colors of them would glow through the box. Why is it? It reminds me of that. I don't know why, and I think it's kind of cool. I think it's kind of neat, bringing back the 80s here. If you guys know the name of it, I would love to hear it in the comments. If you guys know what I'm talking about, my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, so we got that far. Now, I think the stencil turned out kind of cool too. So I'll have to definitely wash that off. But yeah, I just think it turned out really cool. All right, so now let's go ahead and find something to go on the top here. And I think it would be fun to do some insects. Some pretty, like dragonflies, maybe a bumblebee on top. We got butterflies. I'm just gonna make them all these colors. I might throw some white. I should throw some more gesso in there. That would look cool. That's kind of a cool looking dragonfly, huh? Okay, I like this butterfly. So yeah, these are my 2 by 2 inch, and I think they're great. And there's 100. You get 100 of them. So I mean, it's really cool. Let's see. Oh, that one's pretty. I know I'm gonna get too many going, but that's okay. Oh, well, the bird. Should we have a bird just kind of sitting? No. Don't need no stinking bird on that one. That one would be kind of cool. Maybe have it come out of the side right there. It could be in the background. I like that one too. Okay. All right. I think these are just half of them. Oh my gosh, I have so many. Like this bird's cool too. Okay. Let's get crazy here. So now, we just can arrange these around how we want them. I think I'll do this bee and have that one sticking out. Let's see, I'm gonna change that one for that one. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just stencil all these on and we'll see how that turns out. I think this turned out really cute. So I just want to let you guys know, when you're stenciling, have a dry brush. It works better. And you don't need to have gesso to do the white. You could just do white acrylic paint, but that's just what I have here. So I also wanted to try something that I think would be really cool. Is let's take some black. Let's put a touch of black here. And I just rinsed my stencil out, or my paintbrush is a little damp, but just try to get it as dry as you can. It just works better when it's not soaking wet when you do stenciling. Okay. And what I want to do, I think it would be cool to do some on the outside here. Maybe we'll do half and half. Do some black here, and then let's see, I know it's gonna mix, but I mean, how cool is that? So that's fun. So those are ideas that you could just take some fun and just pop it on the outside here. Let's see. Sometimes I try to stamp it and see. Oh, that kind of worked. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna decorate the outside of it real quick with some black and maybe some white on the inside of it and see what I come up with. All right, so I think that turned out really fun. So that's kind of fun to just do the darker on the outside, and then as it gets on the inside of the black napkin, you can do the lighter colors to kind of bring it out. So I think that kind of just does a fun little thing right there. And I also threw in a paint pen here, or a paint marker. It's just a metallic paint marker, and I just bought it down at the local store here. And you can find these all over the place, but it's just Art Skills, Crafter's Closet, and it's so much fun to play with. So I just did some swirlies. Some neat little swirlies in it, and yeah. So there's all kinds of things that you could do with this. So that's definitely an example. So we got that one, and then we did our flowers, or our leaf presses. Now, what I want to do with you guys is, let's do a combo. I think we should do a little bit of both on it and see how it turns out. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this in a time lapse and play around, and it's the same techniques, and we'll see what we come up with. All right, so that's the end result to that one. And what do you guys think? Is that super fun? I mean, I'm loving the leaves right now, going out and doing some eco prints with them, and then the stenciling on top of it. It's just so much fun. And then we got the little border to play with to pop things out. So yeah, I would love to know if you guys tried this and how it worked out and how you guys liked it. And let's see, so we got all these, and I'll make sure I'll go outside and try to get a picture of all of them. I need to go hang them out and make sure they're gonna dry here. But I think they turned out really cool. So that's way fun. Okay, I don't want to get paint everywhere. So if you could, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and you guys will see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.